Every woman has a version of herself she knows she's meant to become. The powerful version, the confident version, the sexy version, the wealthy version, the version that doesn't second guess herself, doesn't shrink, and doesn't settle. But most women never meet her, not because she's impossible, but because becoming her requires truth, standards, discipline, and the courage to let go of the life that keeps you small. Today, I'm telling you exactly what it really takes. We all love the fantasy version of transformation, the glow up montage, the overnight shift, the glamorous after photo, but nobody shows you the in between. The part where you question yourself, the part where you lose people along the way, the part where you break patterns you've clung to for years. Becoming the woman that you're meant to be is not a pretty sight at first. It's raw, it's uncomfortable. It takes time, years, and dedication to even get there. And it's tough. It's a very lonely journey. But it does ask you to stop lying to yourself. And most people aren't willing to face that, but you are, or you wouldn't be here. The first step to getting to that version of yourself is to be honest with yourself today. Not cute honesty, not surface level honesty, but real, raw, brutally honest. Where am I slipping? What habits are keeping me average? Who am I allowing in my environment that is draining me? Who needs to go? Who do I need to go and get? What habits do I need to stop doing? What stories do I keep telling myself that are keeping me small? Becoming her starts with seeing where you're not acting like her. So I'll give you some concrete examples. Staying up late and scrolling? Yeah, not her. Texting someone who's inconsistent with you? Not her. Neglecting your body? Definitely not her. Staying in a job that suffocates you? Not her. Shrinking your personality to make others feel comfortable? Not her. The woman you're meant to be requires you to stop pretending that you don't know what to change. We all know what that is. We all have that internal nudge that is telling you exactly what you need to be doing right now. The problem is we just don't want to face it. Call it laziness, call it fear, call it mediocrity. All of those things are keeping you small. Most women think they have standards, but what they really have are preferences. A standard is non-negotiable. A preference is what you hope for, but abandon the minute you feel lonely, tired, or insecure. But here's the shift. Standards in dating. No inconsistency, no confusion, and no half effort. Standards in your body. Move daily, nourish yourself, no more treating your body like an afterthought. We're going to start being very intentional with what we're doing. Standards in your income. Stop accepting crumbs. Stop expecting or accepting low-paying clients. Speak up for yourself and speak up, we're done with jobs that aren't utilizing your gifts. What about standards in friendships? How about no more low vibration people? How about no more gossiping? How about no more jealous energy? The woman you're meant to be is built through what you refuse to tolerate. It is what you are capable of saying no to. A lot of our transformation is going to come from subtraction of our life, not what we're adding to it. Everyone wants the confidence. Everyone wants the glow. Everyone wants the power. But discipline is what creates all of that, and most people avoid it. Discipline is not punishment. Discipline is self-respect. It's how you tell your future self, I've got you. It is making decisions based on who you're becoming and who you want to be, not who you've been. Now, practical daily examples of this is getting up at this time you said you were going to, eating meals that honor your body and add nourishment to it, not taking anything away. You're keeping promises to yourself. You're saying no, even when it feels uncomfortable. You're not texting back someone who is giving you the bare minimum. You're finishing tasks ahead of time instead of letting them pile up. The woman you're meant to be isn't built through motivation, she's built through relentlessness. Are you relentless in pursuing your goals and your passion, or do you give up at the first sight of any kind of resistance? Because the people who finally get to the finish line are the ones that pushed through all the hardship, all the laziness, all the crap. They put one foot forward, one in front of the other, and they got that shit done. You think people like that didn't have bad days? You think people like that didn't wake up tired or groggy or PMSing or had bad events, grief in their life? Of course they did. Of course. Everyone is going to have trials and tribulations along their way. The question is, are you going to be relentless in getting there and achieving your goal? Or are you going to be one of those women who just gives up on it and takes the easy way out? Every single one of us was born for greatness. Every single one of us had to fight in order for our DNA to make it to where it is today. Do you know what had to happen for you watching this? Do you know what had to happen for you to be here? And you're just going to squander your life and not really take advantage of that? Take advantage of this opportunity to be in this beautiful world? Or are you going to make something of yourself and do something with your life? Here's the real secret. You cannot become the woman you're meant to be with the identity of the woman that you currently are. You have to shift your identity to that next level version. Do that by starting to act like her right now. Make decisions as her now. Dress like her. Speak like her. Move like her. Take care of your body like her. Set boundaries like her. Identity creates behavior, and behavior creates the identity. You don't need the money to act wealthy. You don't need the man to act desirable. You don't need the dream body to act like a woman who values her body. You become her first, and then the world will meet you there. Becoming her requires letting go, and this is where most women stop. You can't become a new version of yourself while dragging your old life behind you. You must release, old friendships that no longer serve you, the habit of shrinking yourself, people who benefit from the weakest version of you, or people who want to keep you small so that they're not forced to level up themselves, the desire to be liked by everyone. I mean, where has that ever gotten you? Environments that keep you mediocre, identities that come from trauma and not truth. This part is painful. You will grieve versions of yourself, but that's the price of evolution. Growth, it feels like loss at first until your new identity shows up, and then you're thanking God every single day, even for all the things that you thought were lessons or were tragedies. They actually end up being the best things to ever happen to you. Because if it wasn't for those tragedies, you wouldn't have the mindset shifts and the knowledge and the experience that you have today that are now making you who you are, that new identity, the new identity that has gone through all the bullshit. And now she can hold her head high, knowing that she is where she is because she got herself there and knowing where she came from. And once you've cleared the old, now you build the life that matches the new version of you. So you create a simple, consistent fitness routine. You're going to build a morning and nighttime routine. You're going to upgrade your environment. You're going to clear out some space. You're going to get some good lighting, some candles, maybe some flowers. You're going to choose a personal style that makes you feel expensive. And you're going to fill your mind with high level content. No more trash. You're going to surround yourself with people who inspire you for greatness. You're going to learn new skills. You're going to build cash flow, tap into your creativity, and build up your confidence. Your lifestyle must reflect your evolution. And that is how embodiment happens. Becoming the woman you're meant to be is not magic. It is not luck. It's not waiting for the universe to hand you a miracle. It is truth. It is accountability. It is you putting one foot in front of the other and making it happen. It is sexy discipline. It is having standards that you do not bend. And the moment you decide to stop living small, your entire life will shift. And you are not starting from scratch. You're coming home to the woman that you were always meant to be. And once you meet her, you'll never settle for anything less. I love you guys. Thank you for listening, and I'll see you on the other side.